Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name's Oliver. So for today's video, we have an episode recap of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 6, Episode 3. This is mainly about Lisa's press conference, but I'm gonna just quickly get through everything leading up to it, and then we'll get into the press conference of it all. So first, oh yeah, in the episode we have taglines. Love it. I really like Mary's. Hers is just, I'm only here to eat, drink, and be merry. I really like Angie's too. She says, I'm Greek and the rest are just a tragedy. That's how you do it. I really like that one. Anyways, the first scene is Lisa. She and John are at her premiere lounge and they're setting up because they're hosting Steve Carell and some other celebrities. Whenever I go to Park City, I definitely want to try out the premiere lounge to see what it's like. Anyways, she's planning lunch with all the girls, and there's like a flashback scene with she and Amy saying, you know, she's taking, you know, the A team to go skeet shooting. And then the D team is just gonna meet with them at lunch later on. Following this, it's a scene with Bronwyn and Todd at lunch. Todd said that he's been a lot nicer since the last season. Or I mean, he didn't say that, Bronwyn said that, but she said that he's been a lot nicer since the last season, since they were in New York for the reunion. Bronwyn also said that her mom moved in, and so has Gwen's boyfriend, so she has a full house. And then Todd asked Bronwyn how was, you know, meeting up with Meredith. Basically, Bronwyn and Meredith had to sit down, and it went pretty well. But yeah, after this, it is a scene with Angie and her father. I said that this is a really nice scene because he's talking about home and Crete, and you can just tell that Angie and her father have such a great relationship. I think she said that he's 89 years old, something like that, but I really like their relationship and their dynamic. That was just really nice to watch. Following this, it is a scene with Bronwyn and her mom, and they're talking about how difficult it's been with her father having Alzheimer's because, you know, it's taking a lot of toll on them, but also Bronwyn was saying that she can only imagine how it is with her mom, because her mom, did she just have a brain tumor? She had something going on. I'm blanking on it, but she had something go on, and she's also dealing with Bronwyn's father, so I mean, that's really sad. Following this, it is a scene with Heather and Angie. Basically, Angie goes over to Heather's house. They're trying to like paint Heather's walls or something. She's trying to make a love den, so that should be interesting. But Heather said that she has a third book deal, so that's pretty good. Also, Angie said that her daughter, Electra, said that her whole identity is just being Greek. Oh, but Heather and Angie talk about Lisa and how she tries to distract people from what's going on in her life, pretty much. Interesting. Following this, it's a scene with Lisa and the A-team girls. They go skeet shooting, and shortly thereafter they meet up with the D-team girls, and they're at this lunch. And basically, this is Lisa's version of Karen Huger's press conference. It's her litigation lunch. She has all these posters around that have all of her court cases up, and in big fat red letters it just says dismissed. And everyone walks in the room and they're like, oh my gosh. There's this one poster that she had which has like a really good picture of Lisa on it, and then 4 of the court cases, and it says dismissed, 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 denied. It's just so funny. But anyway, so yeah, everyone's just like, okay, what does this even clarify? I said low-key it's swapping because she is denying them. They're not dismissed nor denied. But Bronwyn is like, denied and dismissed are not interchangeable words. Like, that's not the same thing. Then Angie said that Lisa was digging behind Bronwyn's back, and Lisa was like, no, I don't dig behind people's back. And Bronwyn was like, yes, you do. And then Lisa called Todd a misogynistic a-hole. Then Lisa stands up and parades around her posters, and then Whitney's covering her ears because it's too loud. Then Lisa says that Angie wants to be Jen Shah and even looks like her because of her brow girl, but Angie's like, all of y'all use my brow girl. And actually, that brow girl is the same girl that Jared Osmond was DMing last year with like kissy and tongue emojis. Anyways, then Whitney asks a question and Meredith chimes in, and then Whitney's like, oh, now you want to chime in, Meredith, because you didn't chime in on the trip. And Meredith was like, I did chime on the trip. And everyone was like, Meredith, no you didn't. And Lisa's like, I believe you, Meredith. Then Lisa asks Whitney how she's unwinding her business, and then Lisa's like, why are people complaining about you on TikTok then? So then Whitney's like, oh, so you are digging, you are a digger. And then Lisa and Whitney just keep going at it. Then Lisa calls Whitney a redhead, and then she's like, oh, redneck? She like did not hear her well. And then Whitney throws a towel at Lisa and then goes up to her, and then Mary's like, Whitney, sit down, and she's like, no, because she triggered the SHIT out of me. Wow. What an episode. This definitely reminded me of Potomac's press conference, although I do think that Karen executed it better. Anyways, this was a fun episode though. Leave your comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did making it. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.